everyone, welcome to my video about how English consonant sounds are produced using two key ideas, the manner of articulation and the place of articulation. In this lesson, I'll break in how each sound is formed using clear visuals and examples. So first we have manner of articulation. So what is manner of articulation? Manner of articulation describes how the airflow is manipulated as it moves through the vocal tract during speech. So the first manner of articulation is the plosives or stops, speech sounds made by briefly blocking airflow in the mouth and releasing it with a burst. For examples, we have P in pen, B in bag, T in tan, D in deep, K in king, G in gam. Second, we have fricatives, sounds created when the air squeezes through a small opening, causing continuous friction. For example, in fish, in voice, in think, in those, in snake, z in zebra, sh in shoe, j in vision. So the third one is affricates, a combination of a stop and fricative. Air is stopped completely and then released with friction. For example, ch in cheese, j in jam. The fourth one is nasal, sounds made with the airflow passes through the nose because the soft palate is lowered. For example, in map, in nose, in long. So the fifth one is approximants, sounds formed when the tongue or lips cut close to another articulator but don't create turbulent airflow. So approximants are divided into two, which is liquids and glides or semi-vowels. So liquid sounds similar to vowels but functions as consonants at the beginning or end of a syllable. Example, L in leaf, R in run. So the second one is glides or semi-vowels, smooth, continuous movement between articulatory positions. For example, ya in yellow, wa in water. So for the last one is top or flop, a sound made when the tongue makes a single, very quick contact with the roof of the mouth. For example, her in ladder in American English. So now, let us move on to places of articulation with meanings and example.
What is places of articulation? Places of articulation is where a sound is produced.
First, we have the bilabial. It is produced using both lips together. For example, P for pen, B for bat, M for moon. The second one, we have labiodental, produced with the lower lip touching the upper front teeth. For example, F for fun, M for van. For the third one, we have dental or interdental, made with the tongue between the teeth, slightly touching them. For example, think, for this. For the fourth one, we have alveolar, produced with the tongue against the ridge just behind the upper teeth. For example, T for top, D for dog, S for seat, Z for zoo, N for net, L for lip. For the fifth one, we have post-alveolar, produced just behind the alveolar ridge with the tongue slightly further back. For example, Sh for sheep, J for genre, Ch for chair, J for jar. For the sixth one, we have palatal, made with the middle of the tongue raised toward the hard palate. For example, ya or yes. For the seventh one, we have velar, produced with the back of the tongue against the soft palate. Examples: kado. We have glottal, producing using the vocal folds as the main articulator. For example, ha in hat and glottal saps that catch in uh-oh.
And lastly, we have retroflex, sounds made by curling the tongue tip back toward the hard palate, specifically contacting the alveolar ridge. For example, sh in sheep, ch in cheap.
And this is all for today's lesson, and I hope you learned something from this video. This is Hannah B. Fernandez, and have a good day.